It won't record and stream at the same time. I'll just have to pull it off of Twitch later. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So last week we met with Debbie. We learned about a lot about what he had been learning, and we found that the Order of the Keys has organized, and Debbie has organized a lot of the cavern area, and we got a lot of information, a lot of the stuff that we have. I'm not going to go over that though. As we were going and kind of almost having a normal life in the tree for like a day, we started finding that guards were being attacked, people were disappearing, and then one of the guards were taken from the tree during the night. They vanished. So we had some people searching out, and we found out it was a dragon that lived in a cave. And we did some upgrading, updating things, but then we went to go fight the dragon in the cave, and that was a fun fight. And the dragon died. And then we pulled it out of the water, and we are standing by the water inside this cave. That's where we are.
All right. Give me 1 second.
All right, I can back out of that.
Okay. Almost ready. Yesterday, me and Derek found some interesting images. And so I have gotten one of them set up, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in there because people were complaining about the baby dragon that they think we've been fighting.
Not complaining, just, trying to envision what my dinner's going to be like.
Yeah, we're going to get to that in a second, too. Okay, there's the black dragon. It's about 3 times as long as a horse and as tall as a horse. The wingspan is about twice the size of a horse. It's probably older than everyone in this group. Except for maybe the dwarf. Dwarf might be older. But you as a druid know well enough that black dragon is the one kind of dragon you probably never should taste. Because black dragons have the natural ability that anytime they touch any liquid, it immediately putrefies and becomes the most stagnant swamp water ever.
Gotcha.
So they are
I'll
basically
advise the party
considered
to avoid eating it.
toxic, nasty swamp dragon. But the hide should be pretty decent
First,
because most of the damage to it was from a blunt weapon instead of a piercing weapon, so it actually didn't penetrate the hide too much.
so can we send Core off back to Allendale to see if they can bring down either Kyrus or somebody else that might be skilled enough to skin the dragon? Instead of
Kyrus and
trying to
Warrior here
transport
are
everything.
outside.
Okay, we'll get them inside. Send Core to go grab them and come back.
The
I'd
safest
like to kind of
protocol
look
for
around and
the safest protocol for y'all having coming inside this cave would be them staying back in case they saw it come out somewhere else.
that makes sense. I'd like to look around the cave and see if there's any signs of where he would have been nesting up.
Okay. Make a perception check and then make a nature check afterwards. Okay. Okay. The only thing you can tell is this room here, there's a lot more plant and vegetative matter in the water than in most of the rest of the cavern. And black dragons are semi-aquatic, if not fully aquatic.
Needham, do you think that what you're looking for could be under the water?
That's true. I mean, it may be down there, but wouldn't their nest be completely stagnant water since they cause the water they're in to turn stagnant?
You're the nature guy. You're gonna know better than I do. That
The
is-
water is totally stagnant.
Okay, just that it does have growth in it.
No, there's no growth.
Okay.
It's been filled with plant and vegetative matter.
Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, I think it might be under the water. Do we want to go ahead and try and traverse this real quick?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Can you swim?
What?
That's all. Can you swim?
Maybe. Not well though.
I'm not going to touch the water.
Don't. Couldn't you do some kind of? Couldn't you do some kind of druidic?
I mean, I could
Thing.
turn the air and, but I'd prefer not to go in the water.
I mean, you either want what's down there or you don't. We send Core
Somebody else
down
is
there.
willing to go- Yeah, there you go.
Get in that nasty
Nah,
water.
not here.
Sorry, Will, you can't play anymore. Core died.
We had no
Not
idea.
unless you message him and he says he wants to go in the water.
I guess, let's see.
The dragon's half in the water, and y'all are just holding on to it currently at this point, because that's where y'all ended. It was starting to slip in, and y'all specified you wanted to grab it and prevent it from going under.
Yeah, but I thought Will was like pretty clear. We got it out of the water. He was like,
Okay.
I
So
wanted
the
to make,
main
because he was like,
core have dragged it onto the edge of the water, but it's still next to it.
okay.
Let's pull it all the way away from the water. Because I'd like Kyrus to go through and see if there's anything alchemical he could salvage. With my nature knowledge, would I know that there are any magical parts or pieces to a dragon?
Pretty much no. They're natural creatures just with innate magic abilities. Just like a human is magical. It's just that all dragons are magical, just not all humans are. There's nothing anatomically that allows them to breathe fire. There's nothing anatomically that allows them to do a lot of their things. It's just their innate, purely raw magic nature. Now, a lot of the things that they are made of do have good qualities, dragon skin being the most commonly used. The meat generally has no extra qualities of any kind, and the bone can have some qualities, but generally that's only the big old ones that have that. Because they live up to 1,600 years.
Atala, you should see if you can make you some dragon claw daggers or something like that.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't hear a daggum word that was just uttered. Dragon Claw daggers?
Cut off his finger. Yes.
Okay.
You could do them in a circle with a claw sticking out to the sides and put your returning rune on it.
Sounds cool. Haven't put anything on a dagger yet, so
All you gotta do is then cast levitate on it and have it, fling it out there.
what is it that it does? Because I didn't hear that part. To have it be a dragon.
Joking.
Oh, I'm lost.
You do not get the reference?
Y'all, I'm gonna be.
Cull. Or crawl.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, you could do it with
Arrange
all.
them in a circle with the claws sticking out,
Yeah, now I'm seeing it, but I'm.
and then put returning on it, and then have levitate on it, so you throw it and it guides itself and cuts things and then returns to your hand.
Pull it back to yourself. It would be exactly like Kroll. You have definitely sold it to me. Will says, sure, definitely would go for a dip. I have rope.
Should just
All
send
right.
him like text adventure, yes or no, left or right.
You're
Will
it.
goes down swimming. I'll roll for him.
Yeah, I let him know it with that. It was athletic checks, and I also let him know we have no idea what will happen if you get in that water. Oh, snap. That's a perception check, though.
Well, at this point, he can see like there's no water even there. And how was his actual swimming? Pretty good. So he has no problem with the swimming, and the water didn't even exist to him, in his opinion. He swims around for a bit and comes back up and drops a small wooden box, probably about a foot by foot by foot.
Atala, you should see if you can open that.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if it's trapped first. That's a trap
Okay,
finding.
you are absolutely certain that there is no form of mechanical trap on this. And you're fairly certain that there's no magical trap, although you think there may have been one. But you think the magic may have expired at this point.
All right. Is it locked? Does it seem like it's locked? I'm not trying to open it.
It is not locked.
All right. I'm gonna step back, use
You can
mage,
see that there are claw marks on it.
like the dragon was trying to get into it.
No, the dragon was using it, and it can't exactly operate a key for a lock that small.
Oh, so it kind of broke the lock.
Yeah. That's why it put a spell on it, but now that it's dead, the spell's gone.
Okay. If I'm certain that there's no spell and everything on it, I'd open it up.
All right. I think you can double click that.
Oh, hold up. Let me see what I'm... Double click what?
I don't have a. Do you not see the thing next to core?
Oh, the sneaky person?
I'm trying one of the loot things. I don't have an image for it yet.
I double clicked on it, but
Okay, so hold
maybe
on.
I can right click. Well, let me try right clicking.
No, I got to figure out how to allow y'all to do it. I think there's something I have to do.
Is it because the game paused?
Oh, it could be.
It shouldn't be. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Right now it's owner only. So hold on a second. Now try clicking it. See if you can.
All right. Oh, it's a different color now. I can say that.
Yeah. It was hostile, so I changed that. Supposedly these things work where y'all can just use them, but I don't know how.
I can't.
Hold on.
Right click does nothing. Double click does nothing. Single click.
All right, hold on. There's a permission tab. Let's try this. Try it now.
What the heck just happened? There goes. Nothing. Wait, oh, something happened. Okay.
That's cool.
If it like we're under weapons, there's nothing there. That's how that's supposed to be, right?
Yeah, everything is categorized as it's supposed to.
I just didn't know if I could click on it and if it would pop with more.
No. I dragged everything in there.
So we can just click loot in the top right corner and it just puts it on the inventory?
Think so? But you want to tell everybody what you found?
Guys, there's a wand. I guess I can tell what it does. It has
I don't have the mod for that right now, so technically, sure, that's fine.
It has a label on it right here that says Expedus Excavation. That just says invisibility. Is it a rune?
Yes.
A rune?
I don't know why the runes don't say rune on their names.
The only reason I could tell it was probably a rune is because of the picture. Oh,
yeah, it's a little stone.
Oh crap! I just realized the viewer thing. Let me click on the. There we go. Now the people watching can see what's in this thing. Okay. There's an invisibility rune. There are spell strike ammunition bullets. There's a label for that too, apparently. 1 gold piece. Topaz.
No.
What? It says.
You see where it says quantity?
Yeah, it says 1 gold piece under quantity. Oh, and then there's a thing that's beside that says bulk, and it says 300. Okay, that's confusing.
No. Oh, your screen shows that. Mine shows unit price 1, quantity 300.
It's the headings are not lined up.
Yeah, it's like shifted over. I didn't realize that was... Because, yeah, right below quantity it says 1 gold piece. Okay. I'm getting more understanding of what I'm looking at now. All right. So gold pieces, 300 gold pieces in this. 2 pieces of topaz, 2 opals, a gold necklace with peridot, silver and jade censer, a silver mirror with gilded frame, silver pieces, 200 silver pieces, a silver circlet, and a silver circlet. Well, basically 2 of those. Alrighty then. I am actually going to... I took a screen grab of that. I'm just pasting that in the notes.
So it looks like we can roll for the particular items. So like on the magic wand, the expeditious excavation,
Oops.
like if Kylie wanted it and I wanted it, we could both hit the dice on the left. When you hover over the image,
That's why the die comes up.
Oh,
I think so. I was gonna test it out.
you can always test it. Get 2 people to click it.
Go for it. Even need it. Go for the wand.
What?
When you hover over that, yeah, they're thinking if you click that, it'll roll. It may just be a icon for the thing, though.
Nothing's happening.
Has anybody hit that
I'm
loot
not
button?
getting anything either. No, I didn't want to take everything.
I pressed the loot button. I don't think it's doing anything, though.
Yeah, I don't know if that does anything.
I think it's just...
I know you can drag. You can drag it to your token. If there's something you want, you can drag it to your token. I know that for sure. I don't think the loot button does anything.
I just tried dragging the ammunition to me, and it didn't do anything.
Hold on. Oh, it may be I didn't give y'all the ability to actually click in there. Hold on. We're setting this up for future.
Welcome to us learning how to play.
Well, this is a mod, and so I don't know how to use it. All right, try closing and opening it up again, and try using that dice again.
Oh, you gotta close it and open it back again?
I don't know. I'm just assuming because I changed permissions. I don't know.
Ah, crap. I double clicked on myself, so my sheet opened up. Double click on base loot. Okay. Nah. I can't drag it. I can edit the item and delete it now, though. I don't-
don't want. No.
I don't think I had that ability to before. Hey, look. Now the quantities...
Where's your character at?
Hmm?
Your character's not here.
She's,
Oh, there you are. You're over there.
in this thing. Look, the gold pieces are starting to go up in quantity. What happened? I'm joking. I didn't do it for real. So when you click that thing, all it does is it puts what it is into
In
the
chat.
chat bar.
Okay.
Why isn't this working?
Does the loot button do anything for y'all now? Or is it just the word
Oh.
loot?
I haven't tried it. I think it's just the word loot.
Yeah.
Because it's got that same font and background that Pathfinder has for all its stuff. Where they kind of have detail like this is...
Okay. You have to open your character sheet up, then you can drag it in.
So you drag it into the character sheet.
Like if you drag the spell strike, it'll ask how many of those do you want to move.
Do I have to be in my inventory? Probably.
No, you don't. Just your character sheet has to be open.
It's not doing anything.
You didn't just.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Okay. Well, who wants what?
Well, obviously I'm taking the sling bullets.
I'd be out of character if I didn't ask for the wand. Well, I guess it'd be out of character if I didn't just take the wand.
Oh, the wand is about running away, so sounds like you.
You need to click on the description of that wand.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at it now. Explicit covered with runes, designs, earth and natures, anything what? Moving any what? Co- This wand is capable of moving anything other than solid rock. Excavation.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely more of a neat up thing. It just can't move solid rock. It can move dirt though.
Once per day, it can magically remove a 5x5 cube of material.
I don't see any reason why it would go to anyone else. Neat up.
Thank you.
I thought it. Honestly, I saw expeditious, and all I could think of was retreat, because that's something I've read recently.
I wonder if I can drag it to your actor.
I guess I need to go in here and
I cannot.
actually update inventory.
I know there's another mod that allows the loot to be selected and dragged. I saw it in a video. I was trying to figure out how to do it, but apparently it's a different mod.
I now have 6 spell strike ammunition and 3 spell strike ammunition. So I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything, unless me dragging it over actually put it in there 2 times, and then you putting it in there put it in there 1 time.
Maybe. I don't know. I deleted the others out.
Yep, I see that's gone now. Okay.
What spell are you gonna throw in those?
He can't cast any spells, so not that it can go on that.
I had to have somebody else do it, probably.
All right, who wants what next?
Well, there's that invisibility. What is it?
It's an armor rune.
You become invisible for 1 minute, gaining the effects of 2nd level invisibility spell. Well,
And that'd be 10 rounds.
I would like it.
That makes the most sense, honestly.
Oh, Charles disappeared.
So our bard band's name's gonna be what?
The guitars. But none of us play guitars.
Good picking.
You pick, we play.
And it can only be applied to light armor, so it can't go to any of the heavy armor people.
What I wear is light armor, right?
Yes, it is.
Asher, what's wrong, buddy? I'm sorry, buddy. Why? And why would you even make that noise? Oh my goodness, I'm about to mute myself.
Make sure to ask him if his Wi-Fi is working.
Oh gosh. Look, come here, bring it over here.
I feel like I missed that story.
Yeah. Last night he started playing Warframe, and they put this yellow thing on his leg, and he goes, "Oh no, they're messing up my robot Wi-Fi. This thing has turned off my robot Wi-Fi. Why am I listening to awesome tunes as a robot?" And so he kept whining that his robot had its Wi-Fi turned off because the yellow goo was on its leg. All right,
Hey,
who
Winky,
wants?
you're a blacksmith. You think you could do anything with these one of these fangs out of this dragon's head?
Is he not listening at all?
Not a bit, as usual.
Elijah Franklin Jordan.
Not a bit.
Wow.
Go get him. Go get a big sister.
We gotta tell him he's dead. She just smacked him in the back of the head.
So as I was saying, Winky, do you think you can make anything out of these dragon teeth? I think they'd make some awesome weapons of some sort.
Are you muted? What, son?
I said okay. Tired.
What is it that he's getting, by the way, so I can actually note it down?
The dragon teeth.
I would think. I
Well,
would
so
think
far,
that,
y'all haven't got any dragon teeth yet.
Yeah, we've got to actually harvest whatever we're harvesting from the dragon. If we haven't,
Right.
then there's
Okay.
no way to pass it around.
Winky, you're probably the strongest of us.
And what does that have to do with harvesting from a creature?
Oh. I would assume it'd just be difficult to rip them out of the dragon's head because it's a dragon.
Yeah, and you know how well that's going to work for a body? Because you know, whenever hunters do work, they go to find the guy with the biggest sledgehammer to get things out of the deer.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, how about this, Winky? I'm gonna go see if I can get the teeth out. I'm thinking maybe you could make a pick for me.
You're going to need to make a
Like,
survival check to harvest anything from the dragon.
Okay.
And are you going to take the invisibility rune?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. I put everything in your bag of holding.
Oh, sweet.
Because I put your bag of holding on your inventory too.
Thank you. Dude, really?
Is the controller broken?
I don't know. Try your tablet or something.
What is he whining about?
His headphones aren't working, so he's... they're-
That's understandable, at least. Because, I mean, if it was his robot Wi-Fi, then, I really can't blame him. Okay. And what part are you trying to remove? The teeth? Or claws? Teeth? Alright, you managed to get the main teeth out, but destroy the rest of the teeth.
That's okay. I mainly wanted the two main incisors.
You get the upper and bottom fangs.
He has the upper and bottom fangs.
Yes. And I know one controller.
Oh my gosh, I'm muting himself.
I know one single controller doesn't need a plug.
Maybe you can make a pair of picks out of these, Winky. I'll learn how to dual wield them.
They're not that big. They're a couple inches each.
Well, then, Hatala, can you make me a necklace?
Now that Hatala can do.
I actually would not mind doing that.
I guess we probably should hurry up and skin this thing before we have any more trouble with it.
You think it's
So,
gonna come alive again?
No, I just mean like before there's more breakdown and there's deterioration. We need to go ahead and get the skin off so it can clean it.
Okay, Charles, how long is that gonna take?
It's gonna take a little while.
If myself and Kyrus and anybody else that's survival
Kyrus
minded.
and Mori can assist you with their survival skills.
I can help.
Do you have survival?
Yeah.
Okay.
While they're doing that, could I just go ahead and start making a necklace out of the teeth?
If you're gonna just do a standard twine necklace, yes. If you're gonna do anything with precious materials, no.
I don't see any reason why it's got to be precious for him. He asked for a necklace,
Okay.
I'll make him a necklace.
You can start working on it. So you can make a crafting check, and Eve and Peyton can go ahead and both make their survival checks.
Alright, item level. Do you want me to do this complicated crafting or just roll crafting?
Just roll a crafting check for me.
Okay.
'Cause I have no idea what the item level would be for a necklace of teeth. I'd have to find a reference for that.
Looks like I probably made a really nice necklace out of twine and teeth.
And for now, I'm just going to click him again to represent Maury because I don't know what her stats are just yet. I haven't done her character sheet. Okay. I will list to that. So, +1/+1. And Eve, what is your check? Ah, there it is up there. You did really good, Eve. And Peyton did not do very well. Okay, so that would be +3 for her. 1, 2, 5, 19.
You know, with the jewelry, I get a +2 to that. That's 34.
Well, without there being any precious material, it's not jewelry. Teeth on a string, you can call it jewelry, but it's not by definition a jeweler's art.
True.
But anyway, 32 is more than sufficient.
Right.
Okay. You managed between the four of y'all to get half the hide off the dragon before tearing the rest.
So we've
Eve
gotten
would've-
just about everything.
Eve would have gotten much better though. She rolled that 28. So. Oh well, it happens. All right,
Do
so
you need a new helmet to go with your new armor?
Y'all got 1.5 bulks of dragon hide.
What's the cost per bulk on that?
1 bulk is about 350. And it takes 2 bulks to make a suit of armor, 1 bulk to make a shield.
2
And
bulk.
normally, a dragon has enough to make all of that. 1 dragon of this size is generally enough to make the armor for a suit of armor and a shield from one of these dragons. But because of the rolls, you only got half the armor, half the value off. Still more than you had before because you didn't have any dragon hide. So hold on while I put that on your character sheet, since there isn't a thing for that.
How cool would Winky look with his Minotaur head armor and a dragon skull helmet?
What did you say, Peyton?
We should get Winky a dragon skull helmet.
I don't think it's gonna fit him. That was the problem with the other one.
It was too big, right?
The
These
Minotaur.
dragon teeth are only but the dragon's teeth are only inches long.
Right, so that thing's head is probably about the same size as the Minotaur's head, if not bigger. I mean, we can always send somebody over here and get Dragon Bone. If that's worth anything.
No, this
But
dragon's too small. The bones aren't really worth anything until they get bigger. The only thing this dragon is worth for now is to give to the spider.
Well, we will definitely do that.
Yeah. We should go back to the Anati where it is.
Because the Goliath spider could just come and get it.
Like, it's not big. It's too big to fit into the cave. Y'all have to bring it there, or at least closer to it.
Oh, well, then my Need Up and Winky and Cora, I guess, are gonna.
Yeah, we'll do some strengths.
Well, what we're gonna have to do is like cinch it up, because y'all ripped all the skin off of it, so we're gonna need to like somehow
Just
keep.
Tie
hog
rope
tie it.
around it. It'll drag.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah, just hog tie it.
concerned about it tearing itself apart as it's being dragged, but
The muscles are tough enough that shouldn't happen.
all right.
And the spider's literally gonna just like wrap it up, liquefy it, and drink it.
Core, when you were down there, did you see the remains of people or anything like that?
No, he did not.
Do y'all think it's possible anybody could be in this cave? That anybody it took that hasn't eaten yet or something?
We could fan out and do a quick search.
Yeah, I just want to make sure there's not anybody still alive or even close to that, or if we can at least find maybe personal effects or something.
Wonder if the cleric sees any auras around of living beings.
If there was a living being here, it probably would have been eaten already.
Hey, Winky, did you want to see if maybe there's some small burrowing animals around that might be able to let you know if there've been people around here?
I noticed something across the water.
What do you see, Winky? What do your gnome eyes see?
It looks like a giant.
You don't know what you see, but you can tell that there's something across the way.
I'd like to look the way that he's indicating.
All right, make a perception check. You are not sure what it is, but there is something on the other side over there.
I'm looking as well.
You got a great roll, but there's no light over there, so you don't see anything.
I mean, my dark
Oh, wait,
vision
wait,
goggles.
wait a minute, hold on. You are still wearing your dark vision goggles.
Yes.
And they're still in effect. So you perfectly see that there are 3 man-sized shapes on the other side laying down.
There's people, or hopefully not bodies, but people on the other side over there where you were talking about, Winky.
And Eve, you can perfectly see them as well.
When Hitala sees him, when I see him, I'm gonna run. Is there a way I can run around to get over there?
You can hop from little island to island on the side to the left.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do then.
Okay. You get over there, and there what appears to be 2 guards and a robed figure. And the robed figure's got a blanket covered over it.
Odd.
What you got over there, Hatala?
2 guards and a robed figure. One of them has a blanket on him. I'm gonna take a closer look at the robed figure.
It is a obviously dead corpse, has been dead for a good bit of time, but something has been preserving it.
That's weird.
Can you move the blanket?
Yes.
It looks like a cultist, and there are large chunks missing out of it.
This is a cultist. How changed does it look?
You don't see any foreign matter on it, but there's lots of small holes throughout its body.
I'm gonna take a better look at the holes.
All right? Make a nature check. Or medicine, either one, whichever you have highest.
Probably medicine. I don't think I have nature. I think that's one of the ones I don't have.
I'm gonna hop around there too to where Hatala is, so I can also be looking at the body.
I'll follow.
All right. You need to make a athletics check to get over there, Peyton. You did great. You hopped over there with finesse.
Eve,
All right.
come join us.
Okay, I'm joining.
All right. Atala, you're not certain what you're looking at with the wounds, but they don't look like bite marks, is what you're certain of. Nothing ate it. And Eve, you make it over there without problem. You can make your medicine check too if you want.
Eve, you're really good at this stuff. I looked at this body. It's got some kind of holes in it, but I can't. I know it's not bite marks, but I can't tell what it is. And what I'm more concerned about is the fact that there's a cultist here. And how did it get here? But
Eve, you're fairly certain that all of these wounds are from something basically bursting out of the cultist.
Okay. It looks like something came out of it. It burst out from inside.
Several small things from throughout its body.
The guards may be infected.
well, check. Let's check the guards.
Okay, either perception or medicine checks, whichever one you want to use to check them. Medicine would be more thorough, but perception would be sufficient. All right. Needip, the guard you're looking at, you do not notice anything wrong with him. You're pretty certain of it, but you are certain he is dead. You only do one or the other, not both. You were doing perception.
And thank goodness.
Check.
Thank goodness he was doing
Because
perception.
otherwise, you're fairly certain that it's a dog.
Either that or he starts bashing it with his axe. I think it's alive! It's
Are you
alive!
dead yet? Are you dead yet? Are you dead?
Eve, you and Hatala are both looking at the same body, and you notice that this one's still alive.
I can't hear you, Kai.
She's on the phone.
Oh, I thought she was saying something in the game, and I was like, oh, we can't hear her. She must be muted.
No, I was muted. I had to tell them I was busy. Okay. What?
The
The
guard.
guard you're examining is still alive.
All right.
He's been paralyzed from the look of it.
Come on, Eve. I'm not
Oh.
going to do this.
Do what? Hello?
Talk.
I just said hello.
I'm taking notes.
Okay. But you're fairly certain the guy is paralyzed, so he's not responding.
Can his eyes move?
He can't do anything.
Well, I can't do anything about this, Atala. But I don't.
Can you heal him?
Can you
What?
heal him?
Oh.
Can you heal him
Yeah.
of his
You're like
infection?
literally the only person in our group that can do something for this guy.
I guess I can. All right. I'm gonna lay it down. If I heal you, you cannot attack us. All right. Okay, I'll heal him with them.
Crosses his fingers.
All right.
It's a trick. He's not paralyzed. It's a trap.
Do these look like guards we would have kind of noticed at the tree?
Yes,
Yeah, that's what I
they
thought.
definitely are.
I don't see why they would attack us. I think Eve was worried because they were with this. This cultist was here.
Yeah, heal.
Does the cultist have any kind of necklace or stones or anything like inside his pockets kind of stuff?
Hold on, say that again.
Does the cultist have a necklace or anything in its pockets?
No, it just has his belongings. The only thing that's missing is a bow.
the cultist has everything except for a bow?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about the guard. The cultist has a necklace on with about 5 stones in it.
All right, I think we need to get. It's the darkness stones,
Yes.
Quella type stones. Needham, can we get this in the box? I'm gonna do mage hand, pull off that necklace.
I'll pull the box out and open it so you can drop it straight in.
Yeah.
No problem. Y'all can get them stowed away nicely.
I got my gloves on now, right?
We bought them, so I'd assume
Yeah.
so.
I'm just making sure I know we got them, but it wasn't like a moment of like, hey, we put on gloves. So I'm making sure. All right. So I want to go through the cultist, any pockets or bags or anything like that.
He does not have any belongings on him.
Okay. All right. So then you said the guard, we got that for free. Missing a bow, but he has his belongings.
Yes.
What about the one?
And the other guard has already been stripped.
Really?
The one that's dead has been stripped. The one that's alive has not been stripped. They're both still wearing clothes. But their items have been removed from the dead one.
Uh huh.
All right. So, Eve, what did you do to the guard?
Oh, I was gonna use just a heal spell on him.
Okay, you use a heal spell, and his wounds are recovered, but he is still paralyzed. You think it's from a toxin.
Um,
If you spend 10 minutes praying, you can change one of your spells out.
oh really? Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll do that to the spell for it. That one spell though.
Restoration?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so after you spent your 10 minutes refocusing your spells,
Yeah, and then I'll use that on him.
okay? You cast Restoration on him and his paralysis ends. He groggily wakes up and immediately is like, tries to scuttle away towards the back.
It's okay. It's okay.
Wait, what? Where'd the thing go?
Can he see?
No, it's dark in here.
Yeah.
I'll cast it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
And he's looking around now.
all right. Eve, take it on.
Oh. So, we killed the dragon. You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Good. That thing
Filled you up.
mean.
Yeah. What did it do to you? What happened to you?
It kept asking questions. It kept
Like?
shaking that dead thing in our face.
That one, the cultist.
Yeah.
What kind of questions did it ask you?
I don't know. I don't speak dragon.
Oh,
Apparently it was too dumb to speak common. It just kept shaking the thing in front of us and pointing to it and pointing to us.
Did anything
Right.
fall out of the?
No.
So it wasn't trying to put anything on y'all. It was just the way you perceived it. It was trying to ask you about that, maybe.
Yes. And then he names the guy next to him, and he tried to do something, and so the dragon killed him.
So it didn't take you guys to eat you or anything. It took you to question you.
Well, I think it was planning to do that too, because after he died, it did cast a spell on him to keep him from rotting from the looks of it. But I don't think that was its first idea, because it did eat other things while it was here.
Have you've been working at the tree
Yes,
with the Order of the Keys?
I was on patrol the other night, and all of a sudden I got just grabbed from in the branches.
So this was very recent.
He was the guard that just got taken.
Right.
The other one was one of the guards that disappeared earlier.
Do you know who this other guy is?
He told you its name, but I'm not giving you a name because I
That's
don't
okay.
remember.
I'm not asking for a name. I just wanted to know if they knew each other.
Yes, they knew he knew who he was.
Um,
Haven't seen any black squiggly things, have you?
Any what?
Black squiggly things.
No.
Consider yourself lucky then.
Okay.
Where
the heck are?
it's a cave. It seems to be where the dragon was living. We tracked it down and came to take care of it because it obviously was attacking the tree.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Are you feeling better now?
Yes.
You have Eve to thank for
Other than
that.
being stiff. Other than being stiff, it's like nothing happened now.
Good.
Thank you, Miss Eve.
You're welcome.
So what do you do?
Well, would you help us carry his body back to the tree?
Yes.
Okay. And we're probably gonna head back. Did you notice anything else in this cave? Anything else we should probably check, or this dragon is the only thing you saw, or is there anything else that we might need to take care of?
I never saw anything in here because the only light was when the dragon was trying to question me.
But it did seem like it was alone, based on just that perception.
Yeah. And it looked like it was packing up supplies almost.
Packing up supplies.
Yeah, he points to a corner of the swampy water there. There's a net or something where it's been stuffing food.
All right, we'll check that out.
In the corner of the water, there's a net submerged.
Okay. Anybody want to check that out? Core?
Payton volunteered.
Okay.
All right, you pull it out of the water, and it is filled with a few fish, a couple deer, and a spider or two. All have had some kind of spell to preserve them, and then have been put under the water.
Normally I say waste not, want not, but man, I don't trust anything that's been sitting in this water.
There's no humanoid bodies in there, is there?
No.
Any chance we would have read whether or not black dragons eat normally creatures like that, or humanoids instead?
Dragons eat anything that's slow enough to not move out of their mouth.
All right.
Pretty much. And as they get older, they don't even need to worry about taking off gear because they can just eat the gear too. By the time they're full size, a human knight in armor is just crunchy snack.
Mm-hmm.
Because even the armor tastes good to them.
Their Chex Mix.
Okay. Well, if you don't think there's anything else in here, Nita, do you think we need to look anywhere else, Eve? How many people have gone missing? This guard, I want to ask him if he knows, was there anybody else? How many other people went missing beforehand? Could there be anybody else here?
The
Even
only
if,
thing I know of, one went missing down underneath, and counting this guy, there was one other person who went missing on the surface, along with one or two of the Anati.
so we don't see any Anati bodies. Anati body.
No.
Anati body. And we don't see this other guard. It may have ended up eating them, though. That's a possibility.
Or something else got it.
Or something else got them. That's not what I want to think.
Well, this is a very wild portion of the continent where there's not very many people living.
Right. And this was
Your
those,
establishment is the only dwelling.
and some of these people like wandered off by themselves.
Yeah. Back before they instituted some rules for safety.
Right.
Because Maury's been on the lookout because she's fairly certain the drakes have been coming around every now and then.
Right.
Well, if we got everything we got out of here, we probably need to just tie up the dragon best we can and drag it out the door, or out the cave.
Okay. Y'all tie it up and start dragging it back. As y'all are leaving, the guard sees the body and just does a ugh. And are y'all leaving the cultist there?
And I don't really want to leave it there. But I also don't necessarily want to bring it into our base.
We need to do a simple cremation fire and just burn the body.
I mean, yeah, we could burn the body for sure, but is there any other evidence that we could possibly get off of this? What do you think? Eve?
Do we inspect the body, make sure there's no like tattoos or anything like that that might give us any kind of information as the organizational structure of the cultist or anything like that?
I didn't necessarily see any tattoos. I saw the holes and looked over them, but looking for them specifically might be a good idea.
Eve, you want to do kind of a full-on medical autopsy, noting any kind of weird differences other than just the holes all over the place? I'm assuming it's just where all the black squiggly things came out of it, but maybe I'm missing something.
I could try, yeah.
Okay. Make a medicine check. Okay. You make a note on a piece of paper of everything you find.
Okay.
There's not much. There's no real distinguishing marks. The holes are the most distinguishing mark on him.
All right.
Okay.
Have we been everywhere else in this cave? I mean, I know Hitala hasn't necessarily, but thank you. Another date? Y'all just had a date and you're going on another date. Okay. Shh. Shh. Shh.
All right. So y'all drag it back home.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Y'all managed to get it to about a few hundred yards off from the base of the tree. And it's about midnight now.
Okay.
Do we want to just leave it there and tell the spiders about it, or tell the Nadi to tell the spiders?
Yeah.
Well, y'all can't drag it to the door because it's too large for that.
Yeah, I mean, whatever they want to do with it, they can. If maybe even they could make something more out of it than we could. It's a possibility. I don't know. But telling them is going to be the way to go. There's a big drag because we're going to need to tell everybody that we took care of the dragon problem. Not to say that that's the only thing that was out here. What was that?
Took care of a dragon problem.
Yes. So I'm saying we don't know how many other things may be out and about, but this one has been taken care of, and it is the one that Maury, and we brought back a guard and a dead guard. You know, the guard that was taken last night, presumably, and another guard. So it was the thing that was taking them out of the tree. So that should help people feel better, at least.
All right. So it's late. Y'all want to go to bed?
Yeah, it's midnight. I don't think I'd work on a ring. So, yeah. Bed.
All right. Y'all sleep to the next morning. And you wake up, and the dragon is no longer at the base of the tree anymore.
It's not a surprise.
And one of the, there's like 3 or 4 of the guards are now whispering amongst each other and looking around really bug-eyed.
What's going on, fellas? Are they all fellas?
Yeah, they are. Did you see that giant thing come out of the tree last night?
Was it a spider?
Yes, biggest spider I've ever seen.
I didn't see it, but I have spoken to it.
You spoke to it?
Earlier. Quite a bit earlier.
It came down and grabbed that dragon and just went right up to the top of the tree with it like it wasn't even there.
Good. Took care of that problem.
I hear y'all guys managed to find it and kill it.
Yes, we did.
thanks for bringing back what's his name.
We are very happy we found what's his name and helped what's his name and brought what's his name back home.
Thank you, guys.
They were happy we found what's his name. Yeah.
That'd be Steven, what's his name?
That's like beyond NPC, like when we don't even care what your name is, but we saved you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to hook up the random name generator for cases like that. When it's a throwaway name, just let it generate a throwaway name.
Yeah, I've got a list of just random names in my OneNote that I go to.
Well, there's a random generator that is integrated into here you can do.
Oh, everything
You just
can
ask
be
it.
done.
You just say, hey, give me a name, and there's your name.
Oh, Will just sent me a message. He wants to make sure that Core takes time to send Eric a message updating him that the cultists were last seen heading south, and that and then he said and anything else that needs to be told. Right now, I'm not sure what that is. I feel like that was the only big information that we got that we definitely needed Eric to know about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can do that today while y'all are doing something else.
All right. Core.
So what do y'all do now?
Message to Eric.
Y'all now have a good amount of gold. And you still have rooms to make.
Yeah, we need supplies for certain ones, and we need to get stuff added to. Can't hear you, Peyton.
Don't we need a blacksmith?
Well, it would be good to get a blacksmith so that we utilize our blacksmith fee and actually make money or whatever from it. So hiring somebody is a good idea.
I'd also
Yeah,
like
at
to,
minimum. At minimum, the blacksmith would also need someone to assist him because he can't do all the menial labor. He's busy doing the crafting. So y'all might want to hire a few different hirelings.
So we hire a blacksmith and then go snatch an urchin off
Oh.
the street.
He's the
Charles didn't like that idea at all.
and he just ran away. He was like, "Nope."
Sorry, this is what my house sounds like right now.
It's all good, man. I have my dinner over here, and I'm like, I need to eat, but I also need to take notes, and I also need to play, and I'm like,
Do you want to take a 10-minute break?
I'm okay with that.
I need to feed
I
the
could go
puppy
ahead
now.
and Alright.
All right.
Intermission music.
Are you hungry, girl? Oh, you're hungry. Oh, hungry. Oh. outside. Go potty. Go potty. Go outside. Go outside. Go outside. One. Yes. Fine. You're welcome to stay in here with me. Can't eat orange. Stop trying to eat my orange. Okie dokie. You can get more water. You can get more water. My dog is currently very concerned because no one is sitting on the couch with her. So she's just staring at me like, why aren't you in here sitting on the couch? I want to curl up with your legs. You need to come sit down.
What city did we end up getting the wagon to?
Ribbon?
And that's the capital or the largest city? I know they're
That's the
not the
capital.
same thing.
That's the capital. Larkin's the largest.
Ah, Chaffee's, I see.
Oh, them.
I said I see Chaffee's. know one of the things on my list is I want to once again try and see if there's any local mining operations or anybody that could point me in the right way. I would assume that somebody in the capital would have the capital would be where they would have some kind of main office or something like that. If y'all need more time to eat, please don't rush because of me. I will grab a snack or something.
Sorry, guys, I have my headphones off. Hmm? You all right?
Ugh. Apparently, I got a 1 at drinking water.
All right, so we've got stuff that Aratane can do. How many? I guess possibly Devi too, because we got a lot of things that need runes added to them. And we have all the ingredients for striking runes. We have 5 sets. All that needs to be made.
Mm-hmm. See.
Would probably be good to add the potency runes to. How much could she do in a day?
Okay. She can transfer 1 rune a day. That's the transfer rate. Construction rate, it'll be 3 days per rune she makes.
Oh, snap. We got times 5 of the ingredients. It's a long time.
That's if she did it all by herself.
But who's able to help her? I don't think anybody besides Debbie.
Yeah, Debbie can do it. No one else has magical crafting in the group.
Right. Well, then it might be best to have her go ahead and start making some of the striking rune ingredients, or striking runes from those ingredients. Because we could at least get one added to Kor's flail. Or no, Kor's katana. Did you get a delivery, Peyton?
Yeah, I was gonna say completely out of game. We had a dropped off the porch.
Yeah, that's what Abby and Melanie were doing.
Savannah goes, "Did you see somebody on the porch? There was a shoulder that went by the window, like." She was freaking out.
A shoulder. Alright, so we need supplies for armor potency. And we need supplies for being able to make bag of holding. That's all we have knocked down, not on here that we need supplies for. Like we can,
Why don't we?
now we can make returning runes too, because we did get the formula for that. So we could get supplies for that. But the question then becomes, does anybody else need a returning rune added to their weapon right now? Besides, because we have one returning rune, and that will go on Hatala's dagger.
I
And none
mean,
of y'all are
a
capable of
returning
using your new rune.
The invisibility one?
Yeah,
It's too high.
it's level 8.
Just, I guess
You're
we'll
gonna
just.
have to hire someone to use that.
Oh, snap! I'm gonna add that to this then. Well, I say, well, I mean, Core said we could send him on a supply run, but I'm going to be honest, that's not going to work out really well if we're going to RP it. We might be able to say he could buy a certain amount of armor, like an armor formula or whatever. But here's the thing: if we're going to hire out a blacksmith, we need to know what we're paying him before we go and buy anything else extra, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's.
Typical pay is 3 silver pieces a day for someone who is considered a trained hireling. Like a regular blacksmith would be a trained hireling. And a hireling who is untrained is like a porter or manual laborer or builder, constructor, anything that doesn't require a skill.
Well, let's find ourselves what we need to get this blacksmith up and running then.
Yeah, you could get away with just the blacksmith and his assistant, but it'd be better to have the blacksmith and 2 assistants.
All right, let's try and do what's best. We already paid the 250 gold to set it up. If we're going to invest in this, let's go for it.
Also, this morning during your breakfast, the steward of the tree comes up.
Oh.
Oh, I heard y'all been back, but I didn't have a chance to find you. I wanted to give you this. And he hands you a sheet of paper.
Thanks, Stuart.
And it's the budget for the tree.
You've gone a little over. It's only 500,000 gold pieces each.
No, you notice that the tree currently is maintaining about a 10 gold pieces a week bonus over its cost to run.
It's taking more, or it's
So
It's earning 10 gold
making
pieces a
10
week.
gold
okay.
Because currently it costs you 50 a month to run the tree, and it's earning 10 a week extra, above the meeting the 50 a month requirement.
Okay, so it's basically
So
keeping
we
itself.
hire black. Yeah, sorry. It is
It
self-sufficient plus 10 gold.
per week, or 40 a month.
And how much
But,
is a person
but y'all
a day?
do have to yearly pay the tree tender.
Yeah, we need 100 gold, I think, per year for the tree tender.
That's not bad.
Not really.
And it will go up as the
I mean,
tree
we
gets
just
more
built
use.
a baby dragon. Yeah, but if that's the case, if we're netting 10 gold a week out of the tree, how much does it cost for a blacksmith and 2 assistants for a week?
5 silver a day, so that times 6.
All right, so 30 silver per person, or 30 silver for all 3 of them.
30 silver for all 3 of them for a week. And that'd be
Yeah,
minimum
let's
pay.
definitely do that because. Can we just give them 33 gold a piece, 33 silver a piece? So we're spending 1 gold a week. If that makes sense.
If you want to
Could
spend
we
1 gold a week,
find a
it'd be
better-
better to get extra people. Because
Okay,
there's other
so
people
you
you
would
can
try
hire.
and get a better quality smith.
You're not going to be able to afford a better quality smith.
Okay.
They'll be earning multiple gold a day.
So we also need some enchanters, right, for our runes?
Hiring a magical craftsman is probably going to be really expensive. I've been looking up that because most likely you have to hire a spellcaster. And that would be caster level times spell level times 10 per day.
Oh yeah, that's gonna get high.
Like, to give the example, to do these runes of striking, you would need a 4th level caster. But he doesn't have to actually cast any spells, so it'd be 4 times 1 times 10. 40 gold pieces a day to have someone just to make those striking runes.
And how much was a striking rune?
Daddy?
100. Hold on. The full price is.
Because we're paying half the price to get the supplies, usually,
Yeah.
and then we pay. Now, granted, if we're doing it
Well,
ourselves,
that's if you're paying someone else.
Yeah,
If
that's-
you're doing it yourself, that's all you pay.
yeah, and that's why I'm looking over it, because it's like it's definitely looking like it's not going to be beneficial to pay somebody else to do it.
Yeah, but remember, they didn't have any striking runes. That's why you had to buy the materials.
Yeah. Well, I guess if we had the materials and we went to go somebody to make, well, I don't know. What do you want?
What materials are needed?
We have the
Is it something
materials.
we could source?
I don't know.
Oh,
That would be
now
a
we just
Charles
need
thing.
somebody-
We purchased enough materials to do 5.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
And what the materials are doesn't matter. It's just the materials for it.
There's no.
There's no way we could like just harvest those kind of materials out in the wild, is there?
No.
It's just a game mechanic.
It's an overly simplified game mechanic, so you can't metagame it like that.
I gotcha.
And yeah, I don't think that 10 gold piece thing actually would work very well for that.
What?
But the level of the caster times 10 probably is the close to it, but I mean, that's a little high. Thinking maybe level of the caster times 5 for a craftsman who makes magic items.
I mean, if we're hiring blacksmiths, we should end up getting a return on that, right?
Yes.
Okay. And if we
So
hire,
maybe we just hire an army of blacksmiths then.
I mean, I don't know
Well, there's
about
diminishing returns on everything.
an army. We just need
Well, there's
enough
some
to
kind of
run.
battle coming.
We just need enough to run the one little blacksmith we've made.
Yeah, what's the like max occupancy that we could have there?
Right now, you could have 2 blacksmiths working.
With 2 apprentices each?
Yeah. More than that, you'll need to upgrade the blacksmith shop.
So let's just staff it at max capacity. Since we have a bonus of income right now at the tree, this would hopefully create another source of revenue for us too.
Right.
Because that would be 60 silver a week for the fully staffed blacksmith.
Still leaving us at 9.4 gold a week profit.
Is that something?
Especially if we can get. Sorry, what?
Would we need to put anything forward on that money to pay them? Like, do we want to RP that, Charles?
No, you can just say it's coming out of the tree's weekly budget.
Okay.
That's what the steward would do.
The steward will get with you.
So we're gonna get 2 blacksmiths with 2 apprentices each.
Correct.
And the total cost for that is
60 silver a week. After that purchase, our total profit per week out of the tree is 9.6 gold per week.
You mean 9.4?
yeah 9.4.
Sorry, I was testing Charles, seeing if he was paying attention.
Just because I'm feeling it orange doesn't mean I'm not paying attention to the words.
As soon as the DM says it, it's true, right?
If the DM says it and he finds out he was wrong later, he'll change it.
Yeah, that's the only downside to that same rule is
I've seen it
DM
happen.
can say you found 1,000,000 gold and go, oop, no, you found 10 gold.
There's too many zeros
Okay.
added on that.
I'm going to say that the cost for hiring someone to make magical gear is not going to be the same cost as hiring someone to cast a spell, because that's a very special thing, and they charge a lot because they don't want to be bothered with it. The person who makes magical gear is someone who works for a living, and their job just happens to be magical in nature, even though they're not directly casting spells. But that means they are not necessarily spellcasters, which means if you have an item that requires a spell to be cast while it's being made, y'all or someone else would have to do that.
But if we already had the rune per se, they could attach it for us.
Yeah, they could just do that. And they only need a basic set of tools, so setting them up to work would actually be fairly easy to do. So I'm going to say that a craftsman for magical crafting is 2 gold per level needed per day. And to give the example, the
Pay them
striking
the couple
runes
days we need
require
something.
level 4. So that would mean it'd be 8 gold a day to hire someone to make striking runes.
With once we have the supplies.
Yeah.
And you said it would take 3 days to make it.
Yes. That's still less than purchasing a rune outright, because a rune outright would be 65. That would cost you 54 to produce it in-house by paying someone to do it.
But did you count what we already paid for the ingredients in that?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't do the math.
Yep.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, y'all paid 30 per rune for the ingredients, and then you'd pay them 24 to make each one.
So all we still have to do is pay 24 per rune. The other's already been covered.
So we could pay 125 to get all of them made in 3 days.
Technically, yeah, if we got different people to make each one.
I mean, that would be the way to go. We'd have them all done in 3 days. Well, Aratane could do one.
Right.
So it'd be 100 gold.
Save the money.
But the other thing is in those 3 days, Aratane could put a potency rune on Kor's flail, Eve's trident, Hatala's dagger as well. So which work do we want her to do?
That's when we hire somebody that can do magical crafting for the rest of it. We
Ha-
just picked up 300 gold.
How
We might as well just pay it out right now.
Like, to give the example, if you hired someone for 6 gold a day, each day they could put a rune on something.
so we
'Cause
could
transferring a
We could
rune
hire
is just
that
one day.
same number of people and have it done in one day.
so to do a rune it would be 6 gold a day. Only takes a day.
Yeah, if you have the rune, you don't have to meet the level requirement for just transferring it.
Okay. Wait, didn't you say that for the invisibility one they had to meet we couldn't do it because we weren't level 8?
Oh yeah, never mind, so that doesn't work. Darn it, I forgot about that already.
You see how this works, Peyton?
So the question is, do you want to have someone on staff to do that kind of thing?
I mean, it wouldn't be.
Or do you want to just hire someone for a as you need them basis?
It depends on if it's going to
I
make
would do
us
as
money
needed
back.
to-
If
That's the point. Y'all can do things. Y'all can actually start producing things for sale.
right, that's what I was saying. If we could
Yeah,
hire,
we could take armor from the blacksmith and take it to the enchanter. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
we could have a few that do that kind of work, and then when we need it, we utilize them and pay them whatever these prices are, even though that money would come back to us eventually. It would just be anytime we need it. Anytime we need it, we would go and pay for it. But we could have our own doing that work here, making us money as well. It's just a question of how many do we
Makes
want here.
And thanks to the portal, they can still live in town and come here to work.
Exactly. Or wherever we can eventually figure out how to set up the portals. So currently we're at plus 9.4. How are you gonna do the weekly profit from added the blacksmith? Just out of curiosity.
But you don't know yet because y'all haven't hired them yet.
Yeah, we'll find out at another session, I guess. Knowing what they're
Basically,
making.
They have to set up shop and get going to find out how much profit they'll
I
make.
was gonna say, Peyton, look how long it took us to get to the point where we knew how much this tree was making. Since we got all the stuff for the tree.
That's,
It was like 15
that's very
sessions.
true.
And right now, most of the tree's money is coming from the Order of Light.
The Order of Keys?
Order of Keys, sorry.
Okay. Is there another one we don't know about?
No, you do know about the Order of Light.
Is that a religious organization?
No, that was Agonar's original group.
Oh, and then it became the Order of Keys?
Yeah, then when he started his own group, it became the Order of Keys. That was the
Oh.
Keymanoan Order.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Why do I have this? Craftsman for magical crafting, 2 gold. I'm going to delete this because that's confusing. I think I stopped mid-thought.
Well, while we're staffing up, I
It's 2
would
gold per
like
level.
to.
Oh, is that what it was I was putting?
Yeah.
I would like to head into town and seek out a mining group while we're doing this, looking for other people too.
A mining group for what?
The hole that I found. I want to hire some people to go out and start excavating it. Maybe find an ancient set of armor, some water walking boots, cool ring.
Where are you heading, Nita?
Well, I figure since Tim's in town,
Well,
might as
Tim's
well
Tim's in Ribbon,
hop out the portal.
and then you can always go to Larkin, depending on what you're wanting to get.
I'm gonna call the steward over and see if he has a suggestion on which one to go check out. I'm not so
So what are you
sure, but
asking
I'm
him?
pretty sure he's been having dealings in both. I'm looking for a mining guild or somebody that does prospecting work. I'm assuming there's some kind of guild of that sort.
There are guilds for it, but that's you don't go to the guild and say, "Hey, I need you to do something." The guild is, "I'm doing this, and therefore I joined the guild so I get better prices." They're only in the guild because they're already doing it.
So there's not a company or anything of that nature that I could go to and say, "Hey, I've got a location. I want to hire you to come and prospect it and mine it."
Because if you did that, they would just say, "All right, well, I'm going to just go there and it's mine now." That's why that's generally
You're
not
gonna hire
done.
them and put them under contract, right?
Possibly.
But who's going to enforce the contract? I guess we would.
That's why generally there's not that kind of contracting going on. Generally, the person who wants to do something is the one who does it.
Well, how many days is it going to take us to get all this stuff done?
It's not really going to be something I think we can answer. I mean,
Yeah.
it depends on how we do it in some ways. If we paid enough money, we could probably get a chunk of stuff done in around 3 or 4 days. But even if we make, because even if we took 3 days, 3 days to make all of these striking runes,
It would take one more day to install them all.
right, it would take 1 more day per to install each of them, depending on it, you could pay for that too. But then you've also got the armor formula that we need to make that's 3 days. And we've got bag of holdings, or however many bag of holdings we would want to be made. That would be 3 days. So it's like I couldn't tell you it's going to take this amount of time, because unless we sat here and figured out exactly what we were going to do, exactly the money, and honestly, that's not really fun game time. That's more like
No.
it'd be more fun to just be like, okay,
How,
do us through chat.
what's the distance from Allendale to the hole?
Quite a bit.
like multiple days travel or weeks travel or?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
Okay. I was gonna say, you guys want to do a quick side quest since none of us are actually involved in the rune placing or processing process. I want to test out this wand of excavation. See if we can
We
get Tim to bring the wagon down to meet us there, so we could fast travel back once he got there.
we
It's
can't.
over a week. It's over a week one way to get to your home.
And we can't just. Tim
What
can't
about
just go
Tim?
there. We usually travel with him to keep him safe. So we would need to actually go through the process of moving through it. And not only that, Riven is kind of a place we want to have a connection to at the moment, because we still are trying to make contact with the Adventurers Guild.
That's true. That's true.
Something to keep in mind, though, is there is possibility of gateways being underneath Bastul, because there's ancient walls and things there. So maybe through that door there is a gateway. That doesn't help us now. We still would need to get there. But
Looks like you have my side one.
we need will so somebody can think of numbers and come up with how we're going to actually do all this. Because, like, I don't want to.
Well, what's the limiting factor?
What do you mean?
I mean, what's taking the most time?
M-
It's gonna take 3 days to create the runes, correct?
Yeah, but we could do that if we're gonna pay. We could probably do that in bulk.
Right. So we pay however many people to make all of them in the first 3 days, and then it takes 1 day per to put them on.
Correct. And but again,
can
you
we
can
just-
do that too. You could spread
That's
that
3
out.
days.
So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is so our days are 4 if we hire the same amount of people to put on the runes.
5
So
people,
our
4 days.
limiting factor. Yeah, so we'd only need 4 days of us doing something else, and this will be complete. And we should definitely have the money to do it. So
I'm about to.
that's probably going to be the best bet.
Yeah, because it's only 10 gold to get all of our potency runes put on. And then Hatala has a. Would it cost? Would it cost more to do the invisibility rune to the armor?
16 gold.
16.
Like in the case of that,
Worth
you could just
it,
go to
yeah.
town, give them your armor and the rune, and come back the next day with it.
And hold up. So that's. Doing numbers.
You know what? I think there should be a discount. Because I was just thinking about that. That's the price to hire someone to do it for you. But that's assuming they have their own shop, their own place, all that stuff.
Right.
If y'all are providing them workshop spaces, they should do it for less.
True.
The question is, how much less? There's no rules for any of this. We're having to make it up.
All right, based on my very
What would
flimsy
you said?
math on trying to just figure out on the stuff that we already have, not talking about getting anything new because we need supplies to make like the armor potency runes and the bag of holding stuff. But if we just did everything that we had, it would take around 152 gold. And that would take, I would say that would take
What are you making?
essentially 3 days because,
You got popcorn?
well, no, probably 4 because some of these need their potency runes on them before they can put the striking. Well, they'd be making the striking runes. So 4 days. If we generalized it out and had enough people to do all of it in the smallest amount of time possible. So I'm going to just kind of run through it again because we have 4 potency runes and that's 6 gold a day. So that'd be 6 times 4, which is 24. That would get potency runes on all the ones we have marked.
Daddy?
Nope, not right now. I'm trying to do work.
All right, now hold on. Where did you get the price?
You told me 6 gold a day to do potency runes.
Which one was potency? Hold on.
Daddy, can we get Coke? Can I get Coke? I really got Coke.
Weapon potency or
Weapon potency. The armor potency we only have supplies for, and I'm not gonna. While we need to do it,
yeah, those are level 2, so they're 4 gold each.
those are only 4 gold.
Because remember, it's 2 times the level required.
Okay, all right, so let me get all that figured out then. Then the returning rune would be what?
Let's see. Returning rune is level 3, so 6.
6. Okay, so at 4 gold a day, with 4 items needing it, that'd be 16. That would give potency runes on the 4 things that we've got marked for it. Then 16 gold for the invisibility rune. Wait, crap. I already screwed up.
We just need to make like a shop Excel sheet, and then
It's like, yeah,
fill
that's
out.
what I'm saying. Like some of this stuff would be easier just to post, like this is what we want to do, and then get a proper cost of what it's going to take. But because it's just me doing math right now. 16, which is I guess what Will was doing when we were doing shopping before. So I guess it's only fair. It might be why he didn't want to play. It's like they're going to make me do a bunch of math. All right, so I know you talked about a discount, but this is okay. So 16 gold to do the 4 things, plus 16 gold to do the invisibility rune, plus 6 gold to do the returning rune on the dagger, and then it's 120 to cover making all of the striking runes.
Okay, hold on. I've finalized my rules and I put them in my journal so that we don't have to think about it anymore. If you're hiring someone to do it in their own shop, it's 2 gold per day per level. That's what we have already.
Right.
If you are providing the shop for them and you're the boss and they're just a worker, it's 1.5 gold.
All right, so that changes all these prices.
Yeah, it makes it cheaper. Because I was thinking you'd have to be able to make a profit if you were hiring people to make stuff for you. So therefore, it has to be some amount of profit built into that.
Right.
So the easiest thing to do, instead of trying to do the math on all the individual things, just the number of levels times the number of items times the number of days total.
That still sounds complicated. I understand what you're saying, but I'm looking at it from a point of view of this is all the stuff.
Like if you just go ahead and figure out how much it costs for one day to do everything, and then figure out how many days.
All right, so all right, the potency runes were level 2,
Yes.
so those are going to be 3 gold a day.
What was it again? Item times level times days required to make.
It's going to be 12 gold to do the invisibility rune.
Trying to build an Excel sheet for us.
I just love the fact that when I'm not in video chat, I never get disconnected. And if I'm in video chat, every 45 minutes or so on the dot, quick, I go away.
Yep. Charles, what's the formula again?
1.5 gold pieces per day per level required.
What about is that the same thing for making the runes?
Yeah. I mean, that's what they get paid, whether they're making it, installing it, or sitting around doing nothing.
Okay, so striking rune would be what level?
4.
Okay.
So that'd be 6 gold pieces a day.
6 gold a day. 3 days to make. And then each of those has to be installed as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that would also be 6 gold a day.
But only one day.
All right, so looking at just the price of what that came up with earlier, we need to probably go ahead and get supplies to make this armor potency too. For at least Core and Winky.
Yeah, the armor potency is 80 gold each.
Well, we
For
have...
the ingredient.
Oh yeah, that's right. We needed the supplies. Do you want to get 2 sets of supplies?
And Winky doesn't need it.
Oh yeah, because his already did it. He made his own. What do you think? Just get 1 then for Core? Need it?
Yes.
All right, so that'll be 80 gold for those supplies. And then it'll be... Then we have to make with those supplies. What level is armor
Potency is level 5. So 5 times 4 times 1.5.
All right, 7.5 per day,
30.
3 days.
And then 1 day to install. So just
And
do it
then
4 days.
7.5. That's true. I should just say 4 days and it's installed.
It's 30.
Yeah, I'm typing it all up so that I have it all broken down so that then I can do all the totals when I'm done. But also I'll have a list of how all this was done. All right, so bag of holding, we have formula. Hitala has a bag of holding. Who would like a bag of holding?
How many items have we actually made so far?
What do you mean?
I mean,
None yet, y'all are planning.
now, but we're tallying up the gold from start as of the last item, or how many items have we done?
We've done
How
nothing.
far have you gotten, Derek? Okay. just
We have
making
done
sure.
nothing. Once I figure
He's
out
just getting a table.
yeah, if I can get it all figured out and know how many days it'll take total and how much gold it'll take total, we'll have an answer for you on how long this will take to get everything that we're saying we're going to get done. And this will
What I'm
be
saying is, I'm building an Excel sheet for you, so if you would, I didn't know how far you had gotten already. I figured it'd make it a little easier on you.
I mean, it could, but the way I'm doing this is just the way I'm doing it right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Having an Excel sheet in the future might be astronomically beneficial to have just everything sitting there, and I just go, we're doing this, 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 and it gives me that total everything. That'd be amazing. But
Yep,
okay,
I'll
so
add it to my spreadsheet.
so bag of holding. Who wants a bag of holding? Who feels like they need one? I have a feeling Core probably wants one. How much are those? So the supplies for those, Charles?
It is level 4 and 35 gold for the supplies.
5 gold for supplies. Well, we'll make one as well on that. And then you said it's level 4,
Mm-hmm.
so it's going to cost 6 per day, 4 days.
Nope, 3 days. There's no room.
Oh yeah. That's just gets made.
Yeah, that's just an item.
Okay, that covers everything right here. We would knock out everything that's on this list, but that doesn't mean that there's other stuff we didn't want to do. Did anybody need anything else? Want anything else done? I guess you would have posted it in the Discord if you did. Oh, what about getting Hitala's armor to expert? So that she can have a +5 dex.
Oh,
Cap. Whatever.
you have to buy new armor.
Alright, what would that cost?
You can't change it. You have to make new armor that's of the right kind. Because
Alright.
what is your armor right now? It's fitted.
It is fitted, yes. And that
So
gave
you need
me...
you need to buy masterwork fitted armor then.
Okay, what would that cost?
Let me find out real quick. Hold on. Okay. I don't like the old rules, so we're gonna get new rules. And yours is studded leather, right?
Yes, sir.
It'll be 50 gold pieces for the armor.
That is worth it. Anybody else need anything upgraded or anything like that?
And technically, you do have enough material to make it out of that dragon armor skin if you wanted to.
Would that do any other things to it?
It would make the armor itself immune to acid damage.
Well, I mean, to go that far with it, yeah. Would Hidala do that herself? Could she?
No, she's not high enough level. You have to hire someone, or you have to pay someone to do it for you.
All right. How much would that cost then?
No, you just pay the full cost.
Oh, it would be
But
the
you don't
50.
have to pay. Yeah, you pay the 50, but you give them the material.
So it'd be 50 gold, and I'd be making dragon scale armor.
You'd have standard grade dragon hide studded leather armor,
Standard.
and y'all would
grade.
still have half a bulk of dragon hide left over.
Is that okay with everybody? I seen Peyton nodding his head. And you said we'd
And
have.
it would take 4 days to craft that armor, and then 1 day to put the rune you got on it.
We'd have 1/2 of the bulk left, right?
Yes. Technically, that's still 175 gold pieces worth of dragon skin.
Could we just what else do we need the skin for? Anything need it? Or well, shield. You said it could be. How much did you need to make the shield? It was 1, I think.
You need 1.
So we only have a half, and you said it's 150
Yeah.
gold worth. Let's just put
Not
that
170.
170. We're gonna.
We also have all the gems and geodes and stuff we got from the dragon too that we need to sell.
Yeah, we're gonna need to do that. And so, if it's 170 for that, we can just put that into part of the what we're paying, or what we're gonna get, because we could be like, hey, we're gonna give you all of this, and then that would be part of our payment. You know what I'm saying? Instead of paying 50 gold, we paid them in dragon hide, since it's so much. Okay. Then there's the other stuff that, yeah, like Peyton just said, there's the other stuff that we just got that we need to sell. Let's go through selling this stuff then. Excuse me. Can we have core, or no? You know what? I'm gonna have Hatala do it. Is it society roll, or does he do better on that anyway? Because
Well, he
of
has
his
a feat to give them a bonus to it. But
Right.
You don't.
So let's have core sell all of that stuff we just got out of the cave. Do I need to post it somewhere so you'll see it? Because I can.
Hold on. No, I got your inventory.
Nobody wanted any of that stuff, right? Gold necklace and opals and silver mirror. Kylie, are you falling asleep, sweetie? Elijah, are you even playing with us? Give me
No, he's not.
a peace sign if you can hear me. That's not even a peace sign. He's like, I'm just going to blatantly disobey you. Mwahaha.
All right, he finds a shop that gives pretty good prices, especially since it's a jewelry shop. So
All right, so what does he make?
is he going to sell everything?
All the treasure we just got, the 2 topaz, the 2 opal, the 1 gold necklace with paradots, the silver and jade censer. What?
Okay.
What did you say, Ka?
Can I keep the mirror?
Yeah.
Can I have the mirror?
All right,
Thanks, guy.
I'll put it on your sheet.
All right, so the mirror goes to Eve. She got something out of it. All right, so the silver mirror with gilded frame goes to Eve. And then there's the 2 simple silver circlets.
Okay.
Looks like it's 170 total just based off of what it says on here.
50, so that's 90. 490 gold pieces.
Is what he just made?
Yeah.
Really well done, Core.
Yeah, I don't think you were doing your math right because the topazes are 100 each.
It says. Oh, what I wasn't counting two.
Yeah.
Dummy. I'm a dummy. All right. So at least I can do math. I'll do math later to figure out what we actually have. But now we've got what we sold. So we sold everything. Good. Yay, wonderful. Now let's see what we're spending and how much time it's going to take. Whoops.
All right, I updated your bag of holding.
Thank you. 6 times 4 is 5. With the change, that's funny. With the change in the cost, the striking runes total all the way to install costs 120 gold now. Which
For all 5 of them.
yes, you can double check me. I'll be okay with that. All right, so I think I've got this figured out. 12 plus 30 plus 12 15 plus 4 plus 50. All right, so it'll take 246.5 gold to do everything that we've got. That gives us, all right, so time. It takes 3 days to make any of the items. It takes 1 day to add them. Some of them are going to be more complicated though, but that could happen in 1 day, then that could happen the next day, and all that happens. So then these have to happen. I'm going to say 4 days. Just looking over it, everything should be able to be done in 4 days. If we're paying and being smart about it, at 246.5 gold.
And that's going to be 7 or 8 people.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because each of the striking runes is a person, so that's 5 days.
Yeah.
Or 5 people. And then the armor, that'll be the same, so that's 6.
And then we're talking.
It was a 7th, but they'll only be there for 3 days.
Right, and then you've got your potency runes transfers, which there are. Okay, the total transfer is 1, 2, 3, 4, but the same person could do. So if there's 4 total that we could do all in 1 day, then we would need to do the rest of them get added to his stuff. So the dagger, that same person could do the dagger the second day. So I'd say total amount of people involved in this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 or 10 people. Oh, yeah, 9, 10 because of the armor itself. I'd say 10 people. 11 counting the bag of holding. 12.
12 people for 4 days.
I think so.
Because how many runes are there being done
Uh,
in total? We got the 5 striking, the 1 armor.
then
Don't
there's
count just installed. Things that are just installs, don't count them. We're talking making and installing in one.
yeah. So that is armor.
6.
So you got 5, and then you got the armor, and then the bag of holding is something that needs to be made.
Yeah, so that's 7.
And then there's the person who's making Hitala's armor. That's going to be a totally different person.
They're not coming here. You got to go to them.
Okay. So,
They're not counting in that part of the equation.
well, if that's the case, then it's 7.
7 people. And then what all needs to be installed outside of those pieces? You have your invisibility rune. You have the
Potency runes,
returning rune.
returning rune, yes. Invisibility rune.
And does your dagger already have a potency rune on it?
The dagger is involved in the potency rune addition they're already doing. So they would have to do one day, and then
So that's 2 days for that. Plus, then what else is just getting runes? Not counting the ones you're making. What runes do you already have that are being installed?
that's it. Just the potency runes and the returning rune were stuff we already owned.
But how many potency runes?
Oh, 4. It's
4.
one's going to Kor's flail, one's going to Hitala's dagger, one's going to Eve's trident, and one's going to Hitala's mace.
Mace. Okay. So that means you have a total of 5 days that are just installation of runes.
Yes.
So
I mean,
Aratane can do 4 of those.
right, so that takes cost away.
And that leaves 1, which can be done by the person doing the bag of holding for their 4th day.
All right, so that's
So you're
going to
still
be...
at 7 people. 7 people for 4 days.
And then I got to take some of this cost, or well, we can pay Aratane.
Yeah.
We'll pay Aratane.
Yeah, keep the price the same.
Yeah, no reason to screw her over.
Yeah, but you're only bringing 7 people into the tree to install this and do all this work.
Yeah.
Okay. And Aratane for 4 days will be installing runes. Like she'll probably start off with your dagger.
Yeah, so then somebody can do the returning one. Okay, I think we figured that out then.
Yes.
And that's going to cost the 246.5, and all of that stuff is done. And it'd be 4
Yep.
days. All right, so Peyton.
Yep.
4 days, based off of what we got figured out. And that's why we couldn't answer the question easily.
So you have like 530 something gold extra left over now?
Something like that. I have not done all the
You have
math yet.
790 in your pack.
Hmm?
You have 790 in your bag of holding.
Oh, did you already give me the
It's all in
490? And because I'm keeping track of it outside of all that.
Yeah, but I went ahead and put it in your pack.
Okay. Oh, that would be good if it's all in my pack all the time. I could just keep track of it there. When I do all the math on this later, I'll double check what was in there, and I'll make sure, because we had it that my pack would not have had what we already had, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that may have to just be added.
All right, so 200 and what?
246.5 gold.
246.5.
If we want to, let's see, with breaking that down, that would be what, 246 gold and 5 silver, correct?
And you now have 533.5 gold left.
Okay, I'm not going to worry about it then.
You still have 200 silver in there, but we're just not going to deal with that right now. Technically, I can remove the 0.5 gold and remove 5 silver, but you can do that later if you want.
Yeah, I'll figure out what all of this comes down to in all my notes after we're done playing.
All right, so while that's being done, what does y'all want to do during your 4 days?
Good question. I'm gonna send a message to Will. Me, Derek. Derek is sending a message to William. Uh, to see if there's something he wants to do in a 4-day downtime. I realized as soon as I said it, I was like, wait, that's gonna actually sound like it's something in game.
Y'all are so close to leveling up.
Come on, dude, come up here.
Let's go to a bar and get in a bar fight.
No thanks.
You'd have to fight people tougher than you to gain anything from that.
Oh, he's trying to level up. I just realized that he was trying to level up.
And you'd have to fight people tougher than you to level up, and therefore you don't want to fight them in a drunken bar fight.
All right, I sent Will his message asking what he
You
would.
find like an underground fighting arena and go fight for sport. We just take bets with the guards whether we can beat them up or not. Make money and gain XP.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Kylie, I was definitely being facetious. That was a lot of work. That's why I let Will do this stuff. And then I just note down whatever he did. All right, let me check my notes on stuff I've been wanting to do.
All right. While he's doing that, Kylie, do you know what you would like to do for 4 days?
I'm not gonna answer first because last time I got stuck in my room praying for a day while everyone else did fun stuff. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till everyone else decides so I can tag along. So
Sir Winketh, do you know what you're doing for 4 days? Oh, he's drooling in the corner. Faden?
Well, first I kind of want to just kind of take stock and see what's going on around the tree. Just kind of the first day. Wander around and checking out on stuff and seeing what the general response is after we've killed the Drake. Checking
You're talking
to see
about
if
above ground?
the mercenary.
Okay. Winky, are you paying attention at all? There you go. What are you going to do for 4 days while they're waiting for your items to be upgraded and made?
I don't even think his are even in the mix.
No, he's already done with all his stuff. He can earn money, or he can do something interesting, or he can do nothing at all.
So I guess I'll do nothing.
I mean, you could do something to earn money. You could even work in the blacksmith shop.
Sure.
Dude, if it's this bad that you don't want to play, I mean, I'm gonna admit, Elijah, this is not the kind of session that's really gonna grab your attention. I get that, but
I'm really tired.
okay. What would Winky do for 4 days if he had nothing else he needed to do?
Earn money.
All right. So where's he gonna do it? Is he gonna go work in the blacksmith shop in the treehouse?
Yeah.
So are you gonna make some money in the blacksmith, or are you gonna make cool items?
It just depends on what kind of money what kind of items I can make.
Well, most
So
of
I'd
us
need-
already have weaponry and armor that we need, but I mean, you may want something.
It could be even something cosmetic.
Like you could design an insignia for our group and make everybody a medallion or something that lets us know that we're in the group, or
I could do that. Maybe something like
all kinds of fun
um,
things you can do.
I could make something that has a shard on it, since we're called the Shard Hunters.
We're not necessarily called that. The game is called that, but we haven't been necessarily been named that. But you could do that.
Then what are we
But
named?
if you make a bunch of
Yeah.
if you make a bunch of medallions that have shards on it and introduce them to the
Yeah,
characters,
you would then name
maybe
us
you
that.
could name the group.
You'd be like, I came up with the name of the group and I made these medallions for everyone.
I don't know.
You could just call us shard hunters like you thought. But you have to introduce it to the game. Like right now, our group does not have a name. But I think that would be a really cool thing to do, to introduce the name to the group and to kind of bring us together.
I agree.
I don't really know. I guess I'll do that though.
I mean, that would probably only take you a day, by the way, to make those.
Yeah.
But I
you
could
can-
also make different medallions that have each of our attributes.
So you're going to customize the medallion per person?
commit.
Yeah, on one side it's a shard, and on the other is like for Hatala, a dagger or something that's stealthy.
That'd be cool.
And then so something, and like mine's gonna be a hammer on the other side.
All right,
And
come
then
up.
this week or whatever, you could be drawing those, and I'm pretty sure your dad could get them scanned in, pull them in the game.
Do you want to do that, Elijah? Design them over the next week and then reveal? Well, you'll have at least 2 weeks, maybe more, depending on when we do Payton's one shot. So you got time to design the shard thing and design each person's thing, and then that's what you're making during this downtime. Well, at least part of it.
And if
It would still only take them a
if you
day
want
to
to, I bet
make.
you
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's only gonna take them a day to do probably all the medallions, right?
But once I'm done with the medallions, I'll start making money.
You got Winky. You have a person who's wanting to commission you to make a suit of armor for him. He likes your armor, and he decided he wants you to make him a suit of armor. Not of the same materials, just regular material. And you succeeded in your crafting check.
Okay.
So for 3 days, it took you, and you built a suit of armor.
And then the fourth day, I can make the medallions.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
And you earned
Eli, I
35
bet
gold
if you
pieces.
get the
35 gold pieces.
I bet
Okay,
if you get,
I'll add that myself.
I
Okay.
bet if you get decent enough drawings, Elijah, you could probably get Garrett to put them on a coin or something and get them printed. That'd be kind of cool.
I'll try to get the drawings good. Hey,
Okay.
where's the money in this thing? Oh, did you
Don't-
already add it?
Elijah, we keep all our money together.
Oh,
I've got it. I've noted it down. It just makes it easier for us to just
Okay.
keep track of one set of money.
Dad,
Yes, sir.
you guys just froze for a second.
Okay, I'll try to unfreeze.
No, I had my book.
All right. Hatala, do you know what you plan to do for those days?
One of those days, I'm going to finish the ring I've been working on.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
No, that disconnected.
I'm just gonna do a standard crafting roll
When you lick the butter on top
to
of
keep
it,
it simple.
it like tastes like butter and the Coke tastes like butter.
Yes, you easily succeeded.
I had half the bottle of Coke.
All right.
Saying this.
The first night, I want to talk to both Eve, and then I want to talk to Nidip. Can I'm gonna go to Eve first. If that's all right.
First, we need to get Eve to decide what she's doing that day.
Oh, I will be. I'll just go around the tree and help out wherever I can
Okay.
and get to know the people there.
All right. All right. So the first day ends. And Hitala wants to talk to Eve next first, isn't it?
Yeah, Eve first. Hey Eve, how's it going?
Good.
Did you have a good day?
Yes.
Saw you were helping people out around the tree. Yep. I made these earrings. She holds out the earrings a while back, and I thought you might like these. Would you
Oh.
Would you like them?
Yeah. Go away. What are you doing? Yeah. Those are really nice, Talo. Thank you.
Have you seen them, Kylie?
No.
I'm posting them in the Discord now. I think I
Just
did.
big poop emoticons hanging from chains.
No. All right, so I'm gonna post them in Fireside Chats. This is what they look like.
Right.
And
Very nice, Talo.
I'm not sure about how the next conversation is gonna go, but I'm gonna talk to Nidip when I can.
Okay.
And then probably for the rest of my days, I'm gonna go work with Tim, the alchemist, and make sure he's got stuff set up right, and at least take the 3 days with him and just work with him and work through things.
Okay.
And if we make money, we make money. But if not, I'm just making sure he's getting set up.
Go ahead and make a crafting check.
I keep thinking Tim is Tim's character.
Tim is Tim's
It is?
character. We just simplified it.
What?
Honestly, we could do the same thing with Garrett.
Right.
Crafting.
But the reason I don't want to do that is Garrett may one day return.
Right. Well, but he won't be Debbie when he does. But
Right.
then it would be
So
very
if I-
confusing. It would be very confusing to have, and you talk to Garrett.
Mm-hmm. No, not Garrett. The other Garrett.
Yeah, so he'll just be Debbie, and he'll just have to make a new name when he comes back for a new character.
Okay. All right. So you're talking to Nidip now. It's dinner time.
Need up. Give me a sec. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to. Where the heck is my? This is what I want. Okay. Need up. It's no, you got these nice gloves on, and how you been doing?
Yeah, the gloves are nice. So been kind of wandering around, checking this place out. Like I keep an eye on the caves underneath. You know, I feel a little bit more at home there. But stopping by Debbie's workshop, kind of checking in on that, seeing how everything's going. Feel
Yeah.
like this is the operation's going well. You know, not too worried about it. So I might go and do some work and try and make some money tomorrow or something like that.
Okay. Do you like rings or anything? Is it something you're interested
mean,
in?
I always like shiny stuff. I mean, sure.
Well, I eyed your hand as quick as I could, and that's how I sized this ring. And you like green, right?
Of course, yes.
That's what I thought. And so she pushes the ring across the table to him. And it looks like...
Hatala, did you just propose?
No, that's why I did it from across the table and not on my knees.
Well, that could have been a halfling proposal. I don't know.
No, halflings are way more extravagant with the things that they do.
Fireworks, wizards, you know.
Yep. There's the ring in Discord, by the way. Not helping anybody who's watching this, but you know it's really not that important. It's just a ring.
Vernuss. Since Atala only had a second to size up what ring I have, what size ring I'd wear, attempt to put it on my finger. Does it fit?
It does.
Haha.
Okay. I will slide it on and then put my gloves back on over top.
Which hand did you put it on?
My right hand.
Charles, did we see anything crazy with his hand? Did it look like it has been?
Huh?
The cracks in his hands. Did they look...
You didn't see anything different.
Okay. That was not the point of the ring. But wanted to make sure you weren't getting worse. But that would be a really good way to get you to show something.
Here's something shiny. Ooh. Well, better than just going up
my
the core.
gloves.
It's better than going up the core going, all right, strip.
Yeah. It's like, hey, baby, it's time. All right, so I've got course stuff he wants to do.
All right, what does he want to do?
All right, he says hobnobber to earn income, and he wants to try to learn some new spells. And grease was the only thing that came to his mind for learning.
Okay.
He said he was going to look real quick to make sure, but he hasn't said anything after that. Hopefully all those tracking spells I put in that jewelry works. Oh, I don't think you heard me.
Okay. Kor does not make any money, but he does manage to find someone willing to teach him the spell. So he adds that to his repertoire.
Oh wow, he just gave me a big old long list now. Okay. So he said color spray, fleet, enfeebled, pest form, range attack like magic missiles, feather fall. But he got grease.
Yep.
I said, you learned grease.
And he found someone that'll teach it to him for free because of his hobnobbery. Which is a really strange way to say that phrase. Okay, Eve. During your day in the tree, you spent some time wandering around until eventually you found where they are trying to outfit a small infirmary. It looks like it's a new room being added to the tree, and the Order of Keys people have been setting up a small station with a couple beds and things like that. And they don't have a doctor or anything like that, but they do have several people in their group that have medical training. So they've been trying to set this up to basically be an emergency hospital if needed. So they gladly appreciate your help setting that up and making it a better hospital. And Nita, you wander around and you basically get in the way, but nobody seems to do too much about it. The Anati seem to be amused by you and they always like to see you, but the humans don't seem to care. No one's unfriendly to you, but none of them are friendly either. It appears your reputation has preceded you.
Do I get to see Debbie when I go walking through, or is he busy currently?
Every time you go into in his area, he's always in there working.
I kind of want to spend some time being around him and just kind of observing his different, how he's handling the stones while he's researching and things like that. See if there's anything I can pick up from him.
Okay.
Just don't pick anything up. But bump.
Okie dokie. So that's one day down. Next day starts. And today you're doing what, Hatala?
I already worked with Tim.
Okay, you're working with Tim. Never mind.
Yeah.
I did that already. So that means everybody is set, and then we will progress 4 days. Or to the 4th day, the end of the 4th day. It is the end of the 4th day. You've just returned from town with your armor. Pathala,
Yes.
you've just returned from town with your new armor. It is now the same as your old armor. It just has one higher for the cap. So hold on while I fix that for you.
And then I've got immunity to acid or something.
No, you don't. The armor does.
Oh. Well, that's good. It won't melt on me.
Yeah, if you get melted, your armor will be good.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. Darn it. There's one more thing y'all have to do. I forgot about it.
What's that?
You put the invisibility rune on your armor, but the person you hired neglected to tell you that it doesn't activate until your armor is enchanted.
Oh, right.
You got to have a potency rune on it. I totally forgot about that.
That would mean it would cost 80 gold for the supplies, and then hold up. That's going to be another 4 days just for that armor.
He disappeared.
What? I disappeared? Oh, he disappeared. He has invisibility.
There we go.
It's going to cost 110 gold in 4 days to be able to get that potency rune added to the armor.
How much gold?
110.
What level? What level is that? 5, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, it was a level 5. So it was 7.5 per day. So it was 30 total. And it's 80 gold for the supplies. 80 plus 30, 110. So I'm going to note down that we're going to do a second set. Anybody else want their armor upgraded while we're going to need another 4 days downtime? Eve? Well, you don't
remember. You don't have to be there for 3 days of that. Your armor only has to be there for 1 day, the 4th day,
right.
because they got to spend 3 days making the new rune, and then a 4th day putting it on.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that myself. But it sure didn't.
Yep, it totally lost me. Making sure that making it out of dragon's hide doesn't have any other effects on the armor. I can't remember off the top of my head, so hold on. It's easier to come over here and go.
Is it immune to 1 damage type based on the type of dragon it's made from? It says it grants you a +1 circumstance bonus to your AC and saving throws against attacks and spells that deal corresponding damage type.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing here doesn't have hardly any information about it. So its stats as armor are basically the same still.
Am I not looking at the same thing then?
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at Dragonhide armor under the website, where it talked about the +1 circumstance bonus to AC.
I didn't see it when I looked. Hold on.
It says core rulebook, page 555. And then it had saving. You get the +1 to saving throws against attacks and spells that deal corresponding damage type. So I'd assume that would mean acid.
There he is. Dragonhide is immune to 1 damage type based on MMA from wearing armor from Dragonhide grants a +1 circumstance bonus to your AC and saving throws against attacks and spells that deal the corresponding damage. So you get +1 versus acid.
Does the will the +1 AC that gives me stack with the AC that the potency rune would give me, or do I not need the potency rune now that it because
That's a circumstance bonus.
what makes that different?
The other's an item bonus.
Oh, so you do have both of them?
As long as they're not the same type. If they're the same type, only the highest one applies.
Okay. Circumstance bonus makes me feel like there's times that it won't work. Is that what that means?
Right, when it's not acid.
Oh, that's what it's talking about. Okay, it's a +1 AC to when it's acid. All of that
Yeah.
sentences together. I get it now.
Yep.
The dummy got there.
So other than that, it has no effect on the armor. It's still just studded leather armor.
Cool. All right, so just so everybody is aware, with Core, when he found out that he got the grease spell, I typed it GREESE. So he said geese, cool. And then I said no, I said grease. And then he said, I don't get an attack goose. I said, you get that. You just have to catch a goose. He said, they attack, though. He said, Core might have a slight fear of that. He names the Onks dog Goose. That is now canon. Core has named the Ox dog Goose. Just wanted to make sure the group knew that.
What is the class that Tiffany plays?
Aratane?
Yeah.
She's a sorcerer.
Okay.
She's technically a angelic blood sorcerer.
Gotcha.
Did Atala make any money working with Tim?
Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Because remember, your first day wasn't done doing it.
Yeah, only the 3 days after were with Tim.
Alright, I think I finally got your armor to work. Yes, I did. But I need to make it look better. There, now your armor stats are correct. minus the +1 versus acid because there's nowhere to put that.
Yeah, we'll just have to keep that in mind if it ever comes up.
Yeah.
Not like that's the
Okay.
only place that we have to do that.
No. Okay, what did you do? There we go, 26. When you assisted him, you managed to earn three gold pieces for the 3 days.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, there we go. So now you've commissioned another 4 days worth of work to get that rune.
Yeah, 3 days for the rune and then a day to add it to the armor. But if we can make it back in 3 days, we could do other stuff before. And just add that rune when we can. It's just the invisibility won't work until we get that rune on there, right?
Correct.
So that turned that total amount we're spending to 356.5.
Okay, so what are y'all going to do during those 4 days?
Core is going to try to learn any of those other spells he can. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Let me pull that up again and see. Where were those spells he said? I'm about to post the spells he said into Foundry real quick.
Okay.
Whoops. Posted them a little too
And you did.
quickly, but they're posted. I was going to break them into a list, but whatever.
Okay. He manages to once again find someone who will teach him a spell for free, and they teach him Enfeebled. I'm assuming he means Ray of Enfeeblement.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, my whole computer's locked up. So, cool. Will says, I told him that Hitala had the dragon scale armor, and he mentions that because the kobolds had green tint skin, that they might not like me because I have that armor. Not sure why that would be a case. I could see Core telling her that though, maybe. He said Core's learning a lot while I'm not around. Good for him taking control of his life and broadening his horizons. It's funny. Charles, the spell strike stuff I have. Hold on. Spell strike ammo. Pathfinder 2. Okay. Interesting.
What about your ammo?
Well, we gotta put you could when blah, blah, blah. They have to have spells put into them, correct?
Correct. A third level spell is cast into it and it holds it until it hits its target.
Let's see. Check something real quick. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to get others to cast spells into them, so I'm gonna need to know what others could cast into it. Obviously, Core could cast Ray of Enfeeblement into at least one of them.
Nope.
No? Is it too high of a spell?
The spell needs to be level 3.
Oh, it has to be level 3. Ah, shoot. I don't know why I'm doing this. I say go ahead and go with somebody else if we can, and I'm looking up
Okay.
what spells can be put in these. I have 3.
Steve,
So.
what would
Hey,
you
level
like to
2
be
and level
doing
3
during 4
creatures.
days? Oh, sorry. Hayden, did you want to go first?
Yeah.
I was really just asking Derek what level the spells were he needed.
Third.
They have to be 3rd level spells. So I'm looking through 3rd level spells real quick.
And you probably need to stick with combat ones because you have to shoot someone with your sling for it to work.
Yeah, because it has to hit them. And if it doesn't hit them, it doesn't do.
Well,
This might be. Peyton, you
I've
can
got,
do fireball, right?
Fireball,
Fireball would be a good one.
lightning bolt, stinking cloud. That's about all as far as
I think
ones. Any
two-
3rd level primal spell that you see, I can teach you.
Well, you're not. No, you just have to cast it into the bullet. Can he do that?
hmm
Okay.
Anyone can
Yeah,
cast it.
so look at all the 3rd level primal spells. Those are the ones that I have available to me.
Primal.
Okay. Now, Eve?
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna stay around the tree and help out people.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to spend more time in the infirmary that they're trying to set up?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make a medicine roll. And Winky, do you know what you want to do for 4 days?
Message for you, son.
Shh.
Winky. What are you doing for 4 days?
I guess I'm gonna keep working in the workshop to earn money.
Okay. You managed to help out in the shop, but not make any money while doing it.
Okay.
Nita, what are you doing for those 4 days?
I think I'm gonna do. That is a good question. How far have we gotten and explored down underneath the tree? We've explored everything down there, correct?
No, there's lots more.
Okay.
Technically, it infinitely goes down
Okay. I'd like to start kind of mapping out slash notating where anything of worth might be, like as I work my way down there, and like each day, the further I explore, bring back notations of where the guards can go to go and pick up loot, and just as we expand our knowledge of what is under this base.
You're going to have to stay in the areas that have already been partially cleared, or you won't be able to do that.
Okay.
Because it's dangerous
Well,
to go wandering
in that
alone.
case,
But the area around the village has not been explored much.
okay. I'll do that and just kind of catalog whatever I can find and things of worth. Find
Okay.
a way to benefit the village.
No problem.
I'm talking about the village, the catacomb village where Lightning Bolt dude lives.
Yep.
Stormcloud. Can't remember his name.
Lasigius.
Stormbreakers,
Lasigius.
Mr. Thunderpants.
Stormbringer.
Here's why Will was confused. He says, "I thought we killed a green dragon." But it was black.
No.
Yeah. I was like, why would they be mad that I was wearing a black dragon skin? Cuz he was wrong.
He's right there. And that's a young kid.
Okay. So everyone's first day goes pretty good. No real problems. You're spending time in the infirmary. Winky's working in the blacksmith shop. Needip, you find you spend more time around the mine area of the village because they do a lot of mining down there. And Needip is frozen.
All right, so I've got the spells I want.
Okay, what's that?
Sorry. I found the thorn from this morning in my finger. Oh, I got it out. Oh. That was nice. I got 3 bullets, so I want to put Agonizing Despair in one, Fireball in the second, and Lightning Bolt in the third.
Okay. If Peyton returns, he can tell you that he cast those or not. No, he's gone.
And I think for most of my time, I'm gonna just again, so I'll spend it with Tim, working with him. I think it'll sell the whole. We're working with him, and you know, keep that cover story going.
All right, you gonna tell him now?
You know, hear you now.
Don't cut. Oh no! Don't you? You don't have a 7-year-old walk up to you and say, "Cut my hair."
No.
That doesn't mean you don't do it. You're supposed to be mature enough not to do it.
I told mommy no. I told mama's gonna kill her. Cause mommy says no bangs.
It's just a one piece of hair.
No, it ain't one piece of hair. That's like 17. That's like 25 pieces of hair. That's way more than that. That doesn't make it better. Don't cut your hair. That doesn't make things better. Just bad decisions all around here.
2, 3.
We can hear you.
Testing 1, 2.
I can hear you. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with
You're
whatever in the world this is.
good. Trust me, I heard all of it. It's all good.
Hitala comes.
So,
Yeah.
He can't do the first one.
He can't.
He doesn't have it.
And that maybe wonder if that was a.
That's from the Advanced Player's Guide.
Okay. That happens when I use this app. Well, I'd like fireball and lightning bolt. You got a third one that you'd recommend? From what I could tell, I couldn't see anything else that would work.
I mean, these are single use, right?
Yeah, single use. So,
So take 2 fireballs.
okay. Sounds good to me.
You've got 2 AoE, and then you got 1 line of sight.
Mommy, you're gonna kill. What will go out? Cut me.
So 2 fireballs, a lightning bolt. You okay with that, Nita?
Sure, why not?
Thank you.
I was trying to get back to the mines and see what I could help with.
What all have you been doing down there?
I just took every day I have to put a headband on and then take it off.
He said he was mapping and
Just
figuring
warming
things
stuff.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a good working, established mine system,
Have you
start
been?
generating us some revenue.
Have you talked to the leader down there? Seen how they're doing?
Me and Storm Bridges are pretty tight. They've been doing okay.
That's good.
Definitely been doing better now that we've come along.
Okay.
I just kind of, feel at home down here.
Charles, is there any point in time during this 2 weeks that maybe we could have met with Mr. Lakewood? Or has he just been gone the whole time?
He has not come by, no.
Okay. Not 2 weeks. It was
He generally does not spend time here at the tree.
8 days, not 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's only a little bit over 1 week.
Yeah. I don't know why. I was thinking because it was 2 stints, it was 2 weeks. Because I broke them down into weeks in my brain. All right. All right, so Hitalis can work with Tim again. I got my spells. Just trying to keep it simple, honestly.
Okay, y'all managed to finish out the rest of the week, no problem.
She's gonna kill.
Look, I'm not going to hide something from your mother.
Just don't mention it. That's all we're asking.
Yeah.
Just don't. Just forget,
It's probably going to be one of the first things I mention.
forget about it.
Well, y'all just don't make stupid decisions.
No, go out. No. Just forget about it then. You can tell her when you retire.
Everything that y'all are doing is encouraging me to immediately talk to your mother.
Dad,
Just so you know.
I'm just telling you this.
You can't do that.
Your butt.
They're gonna take they're taking my stocking down off the mantle. Oh boy.
Why are they taking the
Hayden,
stocking?
Hayden,
Yes.
on the
Yes.
4th day, as you were ending up, one of the workers down in the mines is telling you about a issue that they've been having down there.
Okay.
They think that there is a creature down there that has moved into the area recently, and so far it's been avoiding their village, but they don't want to take a chance.
All right. Well, that night at dinner, I will make sure to tell everybody and ask for 1 more day's worth of help.
All right. So we need to take care of another creature.
Hair in front of my head. Hey. So, and Mommy's never gonna say yes. Why does Mom think
You want me to roll for my alchemy stuff,
Mommy's a butt?
or just say that I did it?
Hair choices.
You did it.
Yay! I did it. Cool.
This is fun. Okay, do you know something? Stop talking. Oh yeah. What am I talking
Uh,
about?
Charles, could we talk to Maury and Kairos if they've heard anything or saw anything while they were out and about that may have looked like ancient ruins around the tree?
You can ask them to keep a lookout. They would have told you if they've seen it already.
Okay. Then let's say that we just ask them to be more looking for that kind of thing. And
Yeah,
we're
no problem.
interested in it. How do we spell Maury? Because I've been doing Morie.
I have to pull out the piece of paper, so I don't know right now.
Okay, well then that's what I'm going to keep doing for now. Okay.
Okay. So y'all ready to head down?
We had a note here to talk to the tree tender from Devi. Is that something we have done, haven't done, or was that the steward? I'm not sure.
You have not done it yet. First off, who got the potency rune?
Okay.
I got to update the sheets.
All right.
And we'll get one.
Potency runes were added to Core's flail.
All right, hold on. Because we need to update everyone's sheets real quick. So just a potency to the flail?
Yes. Well, potency and striking.
I thought striking went on his sword. Or
It
did you put
does.
on both
We
or on the
got.
flail?
Yeah, we did too. He did it in both.
Okay.
But yeah, we might as well do each item. I'm going to note these down as on sheet. That the flail got both of those. Alright. His katana also got the striking rune. I'm sure you're going to catch that since you're in his sheet.
Yep.
And then, since we're still on his sheet, he gets a bag of holding. Just let me know when each thing you've done so I can just note it down. Because otherwise I feel like I'm going to go too fast. What was that?
I've done the bow and the flail.
The bow.
The flail and the katana.
Oh, okay. Alright, he's got a bag of holding. Now.
Actually, we're probably going to need to be stopped once we get done with all this because it's almost 10 already.
Yep.
I don't think I want to start a combat before then.
No, but it's a decent place to start from. We're about to head down to the caverns to find the creature.
Yep. All right, bag of holding.
All right, then he gets potency rune to his armor. Since I think the end of this is just going to be bookkeeping, I'm going to stop the
Okay.
recording and streaming.
All right. Is that the